week's main news. Imprisoned journalist Ainullah Fatullayev sues General Prosecutor. Preliminary hearing held on human rights defenders' lawsuit against Post Office. Joint stock companies cheat shareholders. Entrepreneurs in Khachmaz complain of court injustice. Imprisoned journalist Ainullah Fatullayev lodged a lawsuit with Sabail District Court against Prosecutor General of the Azerbaijan Republic Zakir Garalov, the journalist's lawyer Elchin Sadikov told Objective TV. Ainullah sued the General Prosecutor for the violation of his innocent presumption. This case is on the threatening terror charge against Ainullah, he said. Sadikov added that Council of Europe Ministerial Committee will again discuss European Court of Human Rights judgment on Ainullah's case on March 11, 2011. In 2007, Ainullah Fatullayev, editor-in-chief of Realna Azerbaijan and Gündalik Azerbaijan newspapers, was sentenced to 8 years, 5 months in jail for threatening terrorism, amongst other charges. In July of this year, he was sentenced to an additional 2.5 years in prison by Garadak District Court under charge of drug possession. The European Court of Human Rights has issued a final and absolute ruling for his innocence and has demanded his immediate release. The Azerbaijani Supreme Court plenum partially fulfilled the decision. Today, January 5th, Yasamal District Court held a preliminary hearing on Institute for Reporters' Freedom and Safety employee Rasul Jafarov's lawsuit against Azerpocht Express Communications Office. Fuat Talyshinsky chaired the hearing. The plaintiff's representative, Agazada, filed a motion requiring the defendant side to present copies of the certified registration documents of the Azerpocht Express Communications Office to the plaintiff. The plaintiff side also requested the court to ensure the participation of Azerbaijani Ministry of Communication and Information Technologies and Azerpocht State Enterprise in the hearing as interested persons, as well as to allow the journalists to take photos and videos in the court process. Judge Fuat Talyshinsky fulfilled the first part of the motion implying the submission of registration documents to the plaintiff side, but decided to ensure participation of only the Azerpocht State Enterprise. The judge did not allow the journalists to take photos and videos in the hearing. Nonetheless, Objective TV employees arrived at the hearing in time. The judge did not allow them to take photos and videos in the process, citing they are being late. Rasul Jafarov, the 2010 Fellow of the International Bridge of Justice, failed to visit Singapore for participating in the event of this organization, as the Postal Service lost all the documents Jafarov sent to receive visa. Since Singapore does not have an embassy in Azerbaijan, Jafarov needed to submit his documents to Singapore's embassy in Geneva. However, the Azerpocht Express Communications Office lost the documents. On January 6, entrepreneur Eyvaz Javadov, resident of Khachmaz region, held a press conference on the court injustice he faced. Javadov and 3 persons bought the canteen and part of the area of the condenser factory on an auction in 2006. In 2007, as Agasaf Gadirov was appointed the director of the plant, he wanted to get a legal fee from entrepreneurs, but they refused to pay any. After that, Gadirov went to the court. In September 2007, Baku Local Economic Court No. 2 issued a decision that all documents were legal and their business was valid. Then Gadirov turned to the appeals court, and the court sent the appeal back to Baku Local Economic Court No. 2. In November 2007, Economic Court upheld the decision announced in September. However, in January 2008, Economic Court ruled that the documents of entrepreneurs were illegal. Then Gadirov pulled down the building of the canteen without a decision of the Supreme Court. The appeals of the entrepreneurs to all relevant agencies yielded no result. Sahem.az portal, specialized on stock market of Azerbaijan, has concluded 2 interactive surveys, the portal editor Hafiz Babalı told a press conference in the IRFS Press Center. The first survey included the question, what is the reason for joint stock companies' refusal to pay dividends? 42% of respondents suppose that joint stock companies work for shadow economy and that is the main reason. Most respondents consider that, in fact, joint stock companies operate and make profits, but they either hide it in accounting process or exaggerate the expenses and thus evade from paying dividends. Another survey asked the participants to assess the activity of the State Committee for Securities. 82% of respondents evaluated this activity as negative.
Bəzi hallarda bu tədbirlər formal xarakter daşıyır.